as well. We'll just go with that.
As Jared kind of continues to show you anything, where like in a situation like this, you can now throw Jared even out there and be confident in the ways that you do.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's had obviously some really bright moments. Probably gives us some energy, some shooting, breakdown scoring as well. When we can get it to the basket. And I think certain nights he's going to call for some long stretches for him, and we would like to get him some experience and minutes to see how he can grow and what he can grow into. So I would say definitely he's going to eat up some of those minutes. Yeah.
Was there like a specific play that you saw where he went out, or
he just was no specific play. He just got a little tight in the third quarter, and we obviously he mentions it, and we take him out and we check him out, and obviously cautious with it there, but there was no specific play that had happened on him.
Is this specific?
Not that he's aware of.
Is this specifically a hamstring strain or grade 1?
Yes. Right hamstring strain.
Grade 1?
No, just right hamstring.
Okay.
Not classified.
Okay.
Right hamstring strain.
but for you, Nick? I mean, like we talked about this a little bit earlier before the game. I mean, I know it's only 7 games, but a lot of expectations. I mean, the big three, all of them thus far have missed at least one game. At least, it's going to be more than that. How do you manage this?
Well, I mean, listen, it's you used the word last night. It's very, very unlucky, bad luck, or whatever you want to call it, piling up together, right? We got to go play. And again, like that was about our third game last night, almost carbon copy game where we're not playing great, but we're playing well. It's I don't know, almost 64-62 with 3 or 4 minutes to go in the third, or something like that. I'm not exact on that, but it's another game, where and then we have either a lapse in transition. They go on a 8-0 run or something that all happens in transition, and then we get a little discouraged. Well, we can't do that. We can't turn the ball over. We can't live in a missed shot. We can't, and even if they do, we gotta play it even, or even sometimes ahead to that point. You just gotta stay in there and keep fighting, and that's kind of what you gotta do now. You gotta go out there and you gotta play a little better, take care of the ball a little better. We gotta share the ball a little better. Again, there's moments and times where our half-court defense is very, very, very good, right? But we need to extend that. It's got to be this is got to play a little harder to make up for some of these guys being gone. Everybody's got to chip in and provide a little offense to make sure some of these guys are gone, or to make up for these guys being gone, and you just got to keep fighting. That's it.
It seemed like you were still very much monitoring last night. I guess, how much longer do you anticipate that approach versus when you could just kind of take the gloves off and be free?
I wish I had a better answer for you on that. I think that's going to be we just finished practice. He's a full participant. Again, I kind of got to get the rundown of where we're looking at. We probably won't do that till after shoot around tomorrow and adjust that. But there's no when I say to you, we're going to limit his minutes for 3 games and then everything's off. We're not quite there yet. I think it's just kind of a stepping stone process. So I would imagine it being somewhat of a limited situation again tomorrow for sure, and then we'll reevaluate it from there.
What do you think Bershon showed you with the opportunity he's got?
He's been good. I think he's probably, maybe exceeded what we thought we were, we knew we liked him and we knew kind of what we thought he could do, but, he hadn't really done it in the NBA. But he's been solid every night, been very good some nights, but even, been always solid. He plays hard and pretty good with the basketball, right? Like he knows when to move it to the next guy and he knows when to shoot it, right? I mentioned that yesterday too. That like sometimes he's wide open, he's just made 2 in a row, but he knows he's too tired and he'll just move it on to the next guy or whatever. You know, he knows his break's coming there pretty soon or whatever. So he's got a pretty good understanding of what he's doing. And listen, he's a 4-man that's playing pretty much 5 for us. So he's giving away some height. He's battling like crazy down there, but I think he's done pretty good.
What did Ricky Council show you in this minute?
Yeah, I mean Ricky hasn't got much of a chance, right? But I think he has played well, right? And what he's done, he seems to always come in and make a shot or get to the bucket and do something, right? There's another guy that we probably need to factor in. I mean, it's you guys know how easy it is to be hindsight when you throw out some vets and the game before they were both great, and then they don't look. It looked like the game was moving pretty fast last night, and you kind of wish we would have went another direction. But the guys just played great the night before, so it's But I think at this point, sometimes when there's some energy in the game and moving, we need to try and match that with some of our younger guys.
How did Paul's second game compare to his first game for you?
Well, it was such a different game, right? It was such a different game. I thought he obviously had a lot more pressure, got a lot more double teams. I mean, it didn't surprise me. We talked about that going in, right? But he just again, his shooting obviously made some tough shots, right? It looked like he could score. He made some difficult ones. But I talked to him before practice, and he said, I'm just still a little rusty in this passing. Like my passing was like just out of sync last night. He said he goes, Coach, that's like not that's gonna get better. I'm gonna get better on that with some minutes and all that kind of stuff. So again, I think he's still rusty, and I think it showed the first night in his shooting. He got a little shooting touch back and showed just a little bit in the passing and ball handling last night. That's good.
All right, thanks. Jared, about 2 weeks into the season, kind of like what race or comfort level at right now, and ball down to the floor. How you adjust to the NBA?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable. I think defensively is the one thing I'm still trying to get more and more comfortable. Different coverages, different players are playing. But I think I'm getting more comfortable. Always staying confident. So I think once I step on the floor, I'm nervous all the time before games, and once I step on the floor, it's just like I just like to compete. So once I go and make a hustle play, I'm usually good.
With Tyrese, I'm saying he's side right now. I mean, it's kind of like you see as an opportunity to put yourself to get on the court, or kind of prove yourself a little bit.
Always, anytime. I mean, it's next man up. Always. Obviously, you don't want anybody hurt, but I think it's an opportunity to show any kind of minutes I can get, and whether I step on the floor for a minute, 30 seconds, 10 minutes, I'm gonna try and play as hard as I can. Appreciate it.